Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Deep-Sea Octopuses versus Toxic Ocean Plastic. This video is going to show you how to set up the game and how to play the game, and I should be able to play a two-player game quite quickly because it's a nice fast game. First of all, what you do is each player takes one of the 5 available coloured octopus boards and puts that in front of them. That's going to be their player colour for the game. Then you take 15 pieces of toxic black plastic to form the pool that the players will take from. Then you're going to take all 5 pieces of coral. There's 12 pieces in the game, but these aren't limited, so if you run out of a particular colour you just find a substitute component for that. And then you place the ocean floorboard in the middle of the play area. On the ocean floorboard there are a number of icons around the outside. These icons will show you where to place tiles in setup. You simply draw coral reef tiles from the bag and place them on every space that contains a number of your player count. So here, in a 2-player game, I've actually covered up all of the icons on the outside of the board. Next, we're going to get out all the victory point chips and just place those in a supply next to the board. The fish victory point chips we'll come back to later, but they remain in a separate bag. Each player is then going to take 4 pieces of black toxic plastic and add them to the spaces on their player board that contain text. Now we're going to go through the various actions that you can take on your turn. What you do on your turn is you first select any one of the 8 action spaces that contains plastic. That can be black or the coloured coral, but it must contain some playing pieces. You can then optionally do the action of that space. And we're going to go through the options in a moment. You then collect all plastic from that space and then Mancala style move around your player board, dropping 1 piece off at each of the next spaces until you finish with the final piece. You can then optionally also take that action. So on your turn you're always going to be moving plastic around your board, but you might take 0, 1 or 2 actions. Let's now have a look at the available actions. Each octopus has a favourite colour, so we'll be able to convert black toxic plastic into 2 pieces of that particular colour, in this case blue. They will then have 2 conversion spaces that turn black into either one colour or another, and again here at the bottom, so each octopus can create all 5 of the colours of coral within the game. The final space, conversion space here, allows you to take 2 pieces of plastic that aren't black and turn them to any one piece of another colour, again not black. The action spaces where your plastic starts the game are the other actions available. Here you have gather ×2, which is to take 2 pieces of black toxic plastic from the ocean and place them on this space on your player board. This action here is to select a coral reef tile. At the start of the game, there's going to be a coral reef tile available on the display. It's equal to the number of players -1, so in this 2-player game, there's just going to be this 1 tile on display. When you take the select coral reef tile action, you can either take any of the tiles in the display, or you can draw 3 from the bag. You keep 1 yourself next to your player board, you place 1 in the display available to all players, and you return the final 1 to the bag. The final action, and perhaps most important action, is the construction space. What happens here is you remove pieces of coloured plastic from this space and place them onto a matching coral tile. In this example, I would be able to take either red or green and place them onto these spaces. When a tile is complete, you return the plastic to the general supply and place the completed coral reef tile onto the ocean board. What you're looking to do is to make as many colour matches as possible when you place your tile. So, in an easy example, if I place this tile here, I would make 1, 2 red matches with the tile here, and 1 green match here. I would score 4 points for the tile itself because it has 4 spaces, and an additional 3 points for the 3 matches I've made. Victory point chips are taken from the supply and placed next to your player board face down. There are a number of denominations within the game. You can also place next to a fish icon that is printed on the board, and that counts as an additional match. In this case, that's not a legal move. In this case, it would be a green match here next to the green fish. You can also place a matching coral tile over the top of the fish to create a habitat for it. In that case, you wouldn't get any other match bonuses. You would still get the 4 points for the size of the tile, but you would draw at random one fish bonus tile. These tokens in the bag are valued between 0 and 3 points and are kept secret from other players after you've drawn them. It adds an element of risk or pushing your luck within the game. When the central pool of black toxic plastic is empty, and one player has no black toxic plastic on their player board remaining, the end of the game has happened. We then play to the end of the round, in which to the end of the person next to the start player, and then players count up their score. Any coral left on an incompleted tile is worth 1 point each, and any black toxic plastic left on your player board is worth a number of minus points. We'll show that when we get to the end of the playthrough. Okay, so now we're ready to play. I'm going to start with a blue player. First of all, I will say that my next door neighbours are having some building work done, so if there's any background noise in the video that disturbs you, I'm very sorry for that. I do need to get the videos filmed whilst I've still got good light. So, starting with a black player, I'm going to first select an action space, optionally do that action, move my pieces, and then optionally do the action on where I'm finished. You'll soon pick up with how the game flow goes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the gather 2 action. I'm going to take 2 pieces of black plastic from the pool, place them onto this space. Then I collect all plastic in that space and drop 1 off in each of the next spaces, finishing my turn here. That allows me to turn this black plastic into either a green or a pink. Knowing that the tile in the display here has got green on it, I'm going to turn that into a green. So that black plastic is removed from the game. I take a bit of green plastic from the supply to replace it, leaving it on that space. That's the end of blue's turn. So red's got his eye on that tile, so he's going to do the select coral reef tile action and take that tile from the display. That means that the next player who takes the select coral reef tile action is going to have to draw them from the bag because there's none available in the display. And he simply takes this piece of plastic and moves it on one space. That action doesn't trigger, as we explained earlier. So back to blue. Blue is going to use this action here, convert that piece of black into 2 pieces of blue, and then pick the blue up and move those round 2 spaces, 1 there and 1 there. Not able to trigger the final action. Red is then going to take the gather action, move those round and turn that black into a green, ready for the tile that he's already selected. Okay, I think blue's going to do the select tiles action this time. He's going to draw tiles from the bag. So I draw 1, 2, 3 tiles. I quite like the look of this one because it's got some blue in it and I can make blue easier than other colours. So I'm going to take that one, I'm going to put that one into the display, and I'm going to place that one back in the bag. It's the first action, so now I collect that plastic and move it on. Hey, red this time. Red is going to take the gather 1 action from here. As you can see, this is either gather 1 or construct 1, and then move those 3 black pieces around 3 spaces. Back to blue. Blue's going to take the construct action from here and place that blue on the tile, and then move those 2 pieces of black round. He's then got the select coral reef tile action. He's going to draw from the bag again, I think. Excuse me, I'll have to hold this from my other hand. So we've got 1, 2 and 3. Now I'm a new tile. There's lots of pink coming out here, but that's That's got 2 blue on it again. I can see a match for that as well. That's again got lots of blue on it. Get that with display. This one with red on. Don't want the red player to have that one, so we'll chuck that one back in the bag. That was his finishing action. So red. Red's plan was he was going to take that, get rid of that bit of black, place it with 2 red. One goes here, and one goes here, allowing him to take this piece of black and convert that into a piece of green. Blue this time, he's going to take this action. What do we got there? So that's pink there. So he's going to take that black, turning it into that pink we know we need, and then he's going to drop one here, and one here, and that allows him to perform the construct 2 action. So he takes that piece of blue, places it on that coral tile. Red this time, red feels like he needs to catch up, so red's just going to do the construct action from there, and there's no plastic left to pick up, so that's simply the end of his turn. He has to start his new turn on any one of those spaces. Back to blue. Blue's going to do the select coral reef tile action again. It's going to take a 3rd tile from the display, and then he's going to drop that piece there and that piece there, so that pink then constructs. So he's 3/4 of the way to completing that tile there. Okay, red's going to take this action here, drop a green off, a red off, and a green off, and that then constructs there. This time I think I'm going to have to take this action. I want to drop the green off here, move the black round. That then triggers the gather 2, which gets me 2 more black pieces of plastic there. Red this time. Red's going to do the select coral action. Red's going to draw from the bag, I think. Try and show you the tiles as I draw them out. Lots of blue and pink. I'm shuffling this bag, aren't I? Oh, more blue. Right, okay. He's going to take that one because that's the only one there with red in. He's going to leave that one on the display. So clearly that wasn't the only one with red in, was it? And throw that back in the bag. Okay, that was his first action. Then he moves red there and green there. The green gets constructed onto that. So blue again. He's got nowhere to put this green, so there's no point in doing that construct action. He does need a yellow, but it's a long travel to get around there, but I think I can do it. So I'm going to take that black off. I'm going to replace it with a yellow, and then I'm going to move that yellow around there, and I'm going to do the gather 2 again. Okay, red this time. Red's going to not do that action. Bear in mind you have to select the space with plastic in it, so you had to do that. That goes all the way around there, and then black becomes 2 red, which gets placed there. Okay, back to blue. He's got a plan. He's going to do the gather 2 action again. Oop. It's not enough. Right, I can't pick all those up with only one hand. So, black, 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 black. The yellow one goes there, the black one goes there, and the black one goes there, and I'm going to gather again. Bear in mind there's negative points for black left on your player board, so I'm going with a high black strategy here. But what that does allow me to do is that allows me to do any action at any time because I've got so many pieces of plastic around my board. That's the trade-off with those actions. Okay, red's turn. Red's just going to do that construct action. He's going to move the black onto here. He's going to change the black into the pink he needs for that tile. And the pink goes there. So we've completed a tile. So then we go back into the supply, and we've got this tile to place. Now, I found quite a good place for this when I was doing the short overview video, so I'm just going to put that where I put that there. So how this scores is that scores me 4 points for the size of the tile. Just take the victory point chips from the supply, 4 points, and they go face down over there. So we don't know how many points each player is going to have. Matches then. I have a red match here, and a red match here, and a green match here. So that's 3 matches for a further 3 victory points. they just go onto the point stack there. That was all of his action, wasn't it? Yes, because he did the conversion. Okay, so blue's got so many options now. What he's going to do is he's going to do that action. He's going to turn that into the pink he needs. Wow, you say pink he needs lots of pink. And then come around there and take that tile. Guarantees him getting a bit of green. There's a reason for that. Okay, red needs to get some stuff around here. So gather action, black, 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 and then black becomes blue. Okay, now I'm going to do this action. So now I've got a green space to construct on. I can construct 2 and I can move that around there. And then convert that black into red or yellow. What do we think we need? Red. That's on that space there. Perfect. Okay, this time let's get loads more red. So, 4 red there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get the action at the end, that's in that space, isn't it? Yep. Okay, next over here. Well, we need lots of blue and lots of pink. So the best way of doing that is to chuck that in there and go blue, blue. Okay, back to red. Okay, got a plan. So I'm going to gather 1. That gives me 3 spaces here. Go black, black and red, and then activate that space, turn 2 red into a single piece of blue, which is also nice and near my construction space. So I'm going to construct using that blue. I'm going to move that around there, and I'm going to turn that black into another piece of pink. Bit of a blue and pink thing going on over here. Right. Next, what do we want? Still need to get all these things around here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to convert that black into 2 red. So you can see the pool's running out already. Nice fast game, this one. And I'm playing at quite a speed as well. You would hope that I know how to do this one now. Okay, so we're going to do select tiles. I'm not going to do it. There's no punishment in having lots of tiles. It just gives me less to think about. So, completed this tile here. I haven't looked where this has gone. I should have been. In a multiplayer game where I'm not playing both parts, I would have been able to work this out for you. So, I mean, there's blue stuff around here and there's pink stuff over here. So that's where I'm looking at my matches. I tell you what, I could put it there. I can cover that pink fish space, and then I get 1 match here and 1 match here and 1 match here. So that's 7. Hopefully you understood where I got that 7 points from. So size of the tile plus the number of matches. So there's the 4 for the size of the tile, and there, yep, is the 3 for the number of matches. Yeah, I'm making a mess of that. Anyway, so that was the end of his turn. Yep. Red now. Red's going to select coral reef tiles. Red's quite happy with that one. So he's going to take that, and then he's going to go there and construct that. Whoop, missed. On there. Blue this time, knocking things everywhere. Right. I'm not going to gather this time. I'm just going to go there, there, and there. And I'm going to turn that into pink. Because I still need lots of pink. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, red. Red needs yet more blue, so that becomes blue, and we go 1, 2, 3, and construct that blue in there. Okay, now we need to start getting this stuff out. So pink, blue, pink, and construct the pink on there. I'll take this action here. I'm going to go the blue in there, the black in there, the red in there, and gather. Ooh, shucks. I don't know whether I'm going to need yellow or red. It's a tough decision. I'm going to go with red because I think the red player might leave some red tiles out, and then I'm going to go here and here and turn that into 2 blue. Okay, I don't want to gather, but I do want to take those there. I want the black one there, I want the pink one there, I want the black one there and the red one there. Select coral roof tiles. I'm going to do that. Bear in mind, stuff's only worth, it's only sort of coral that's worth points at the end of the game, really. So there are my tiles. I think I might be able to do that one. I'll take that one. I'm going to leave that one in the middle, and I'll put that one back in the bag. Okay, blue player. Think carefully about this. Right, I'm going to take those. I'm going to go blue there, red there, coral tile. Do I want that one? No. So I'm going to draw. No harming having too many tiles. Whoop. It says immediately drawing too many tiles. There is harm in that, it's not the rule. There's my tiles. I've got the red. I think I might take that one. Oh, leave that one behind, put that one in the bag. So I'll let you see what I can do. Right. Yeah. Black into 2 red. And we go there, there, and there. Okay. Yes, if you hadn't worked out, I've been joined by one of the cats in the background. That's Chippy. He's come to watch us play the game now. Okay. I need to get that round there. So red in there, pink there. Constructs, completes this card. So return those to the supply. Is that one we've done? Okay, so I mean, there's double pink matches there, but I can't do it because I'd be covering up those. Yeah, the tiles are all double-sided, by the way. The arrows on them just show you their orientation when we do the original game setup. Oh look, that's 3 matches just on that one blue piece. That's got to be the place to put it. Coral's always got to go next to other coral. Doesn't have to match, but obviously you get more points for it. So 4 for the size of the tile, and 1, 2, 3 blue matches, which is a reasonable return, I think. So there's my 4 points, and there's my 3 points. Okay. Red this time. Let's construct here. That pink bit goes there. That red bit moves round. That. I've got all the blue I need. I'm going to go green in case I need it. Green there. Okay, which of these do I think I can finish? I think I can finish this one. And then that goes there, and that becomes, yep, more pink. Pink's been a popular colour in this game. And back to red. Okay, definitely going to be here. Just work out what colours I need. Probably one of the red ones. And then construct 2. So 1 on there, 1 on there. Oops. So that's completed. You guys might end up spotting better places to put all these than I can. That's not bad. I am playing this fairly quickly, but that's not bad at all. 4 for the tile and 3 matches. Hopefully you're all understanding that, how that works. So 4 for the tile, 3 matches. I should probably try and cover a fish at some point, just to show you guys how that bit works. Amazing how clumsy you get when you've got a phone in one hand doing the filming. Right, there's my points. Right, okay, back to blue. Right, we're going to take this one. I need the blue and the red. How far around can I get the red? I can get it to there. But then I don't get the conversion action. I need the blue. Damn it. So, that goes in there. And I end up with 2 blue in that space. Okay. Nice easy one. That one and that one and that. Black is going to become a yellow. Yep, I'm going to go there and there. Some terms are really quick. I'm going to take this one. I am after the reds at the moment, so the blue can go in there. And red. The green is the colour I don't need, so leave that furthest behind. Gather 2. Yeah, why not? So, only 2 pieces of plastic left. The game end is coming. Thanks for sticking with the video so far. Hopefully you've enjoyed the game. We are very soon going to be releasing this as a print and play. Obviously you will need to get all the plastic pieces from somewhere, or you can use cubes, discs, counters, tiddlywinks. Any sort of component will work for that. You need 15 black per player. Those aren't limited, so whatever you can get. That way you can. All the tiles are double-sided, so there's just a bit of cutting out and gluing to do on that front, which is part of the fun of doing print and plays, I think, anyway. Okay, this action. I sort of wanted the red there, but I can't do it, so leave the blue. Let's go 2 blue. 2 blue. I'm going there, and I'm going there. Not confident I'm going to finish either of those, but there you go. I've got to construct. Got to construct. These with no other actions this turn, but got to score the points where you can. We are getting near the end of the game. I'm going to move that, and I'm going to construct with that red, completing that tile. Could be a winning move, who knows? Right, so it's this tile we've finished. See, I could cover the red fish. Do I think I can do any better than doing the red fish, or should I just do it just to show you guys how it works? I can't place there. I can't place there. Let's just do the red fish. So I can go there. So red coral over red fish. So I get 4 points for the tile. That's standard. Always get the tile points. You've made the effort to make that piece of coral to go back into the ocean, so you get the points from it. So 4 points, and then I draw one of these randomly out of the bag. This is the exciting bit. And I have a 2. Okay, that's not bad. Obviously, in a final version of the game, these would look exactly the same as the other victory point chips, so they'd just sit in a stack, and your opponents wouldn't know how many points you've got out of that move. Right, okay, red, blue's getting rid of his black supply as well, so I think this is going to be a fairly tight game. Right, I need that yellow, so that goes there, and then that construct 1 goes in there. Okay. So what do we need? We need pinks and blue. Look, let's just gather there. It's not overcomplicated at this stage in the game, I don't think. Yeah, nice simple moves. There's a lot to be said for that, and there's a lot to be said for optimising. So it's going to be 4 points again. For this, can I get any better than the 2 points I would get there? There I was only at 2 points. Yeah, can't see anything better. So that's 6 total. Let's break out the box of the 5s. Kudos points, by the way, for anyone who comments on the video and tells me where these victory point chips are from. Won't really win anything. Gives you something to brag about. Always good to spot the components. I tell you what, also, a little bit of an easier one. Where do the bits of plastic come from? There you go. Two things for you guys to comment on the video there. That is going to become red and then moves there. Do I do the other two? Yeah. Okay. So the ocean is now clear of toxic plastic. Yay! Well done, octopuses, making up for humankind's pollution. So now, blue was our first player. As soon as someone empties their board of black plastic, then red will get the last turn, basically. So we are very near the end of the game. Well done for sticking with it so far and listening to me prattle on. So the gather action now is null and void. No, that's not great timing. Okay, got to do this. Black goes there, red goes there, black goes there, red goes there, and I get to select a tile. I need a tile with green in. That's got green in. Don't take the risk. Just get the points, or at least try and get the points. Okay, red's going to go a little bit more high risk and do that and turn that into, what do we think we need? We have the blue. Let's get another piece of pink in case it's easier to get it round the board from there than it is from there. Might be, don't know. Just guessing. Great. Let's get some more red. Gives me more stuff to move around the board, gives me more possible actions, goes here and here. Oh, it's going to be the last turn if I do this. And I'm not going to get a construct action. I'm going to be greedy, I'm going to go for the points. I'm not going to do that. That's a risk. Could have ended the game. Because now he's going to get more construct actions. Now I know how close the end of the game is. Do I do that or do I do that? Oh, it's tough. I'm only losing a point by keeping a piece of black, so I'm going to go there. Scores me a point rather than keeps me losing a point. Anyway, this time definitely taking that action to put that in there. Okay. Yeah, right, I've got to go quickly because I'm running out of video size. And you guys have probably had enough of this already. I can't get onto the only thing I can get onto construct space is to do that and then change that into. So another bit of pink. It's been a pink kind of day. There's my bit of pink. Red is going to win the game because I know I'm running out of video space. Gets rid of the black, turns it into a blue and goes red, red, blue and constructs that piece of blue. And that is the end of the game. Okay, so neither player has black left on their player board, so none of them lose points. Blue's going to get 3 points. Sorry if I'm moving the camera around too quick. So 3 points for blue and 3 points for red. Right, nobody wants to see me try and count all these chips, so I'm just going to pause the recording and be with you in a second. Right, this is not a fix, I promise. I've genuinely just counted out these victory point chips. So blue has 10, 20, 21, 23 because of the fish victory point here. And there's a 5 at the bottom of that pile, which makes 10, 20, yes indeed, 23. So game is tied. The first tiebreaker is the amount of black plastic that you don't have. They both have 0. The second tiebreak is the amount of coloured plastic left on your player board. Red has 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So blue wins the game on the second tie break. There you can see the final state of the ocean board. Nice and full, wouldn't have got that many more tiles on it. But the amount that you put and set up works quite well for the players in the game. So the game plays 2 to 5 players in sort of 30 to 45 minutes. And thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the game, and we hope to see you soon. Cheers, bye.